Retirement crisis in America for some people in Generation X, and Lego theft is out of control in California. Today, I read an article on Yahoo Finance put out by Fortune and written by Jason Ma, titled, Gen X is the least confident about retirement as crunch time nears and has done less to prepare than boomers or millennials. The author of this article referenced the Alliance Life Insurance 2024 annual retirement study, which revealed only 62% of Gen Xers feel confident about being able to financially support all the things they want to do in life. That's well below baby boomers at 82% and millennials at 77%. I'm going to stop here for a moment and share my thoughts. I've read articles in the past about Generation X, which have provided information about the tough spot that some people in Generation X are in. Some of the people in this generation are now supporting their aging parents who are unable to work but have no pension or retirement savings. Some are unable to live just on Social Security, so they lean on their Generation X children for help. Not only are these people in Generation X providing financial support for their parents, they are also providing financial support to their children in many cases. Many are bleeding cash and can't begin to think about saving for retirement. I'm sure this has become even more difficult in recent years because of the cost of living crisis due to inflation. I have no doubt some people in Generation X haven't seen their wages keep pace with inflation. I hope some of these people in Generation X have children who are going to get wonderful jobs down the road because they may be helping to support their parents in the future. Getting back to the article, the author went on to talk about how inflation has eroded the fixed incomes that many baby boomers rely on, and many are unretiring, largely due to the rising cost of living. That makes Gen Xers' gloomier attitude extra notable. Here are my thoughts. This may not be a bad thing. This may wake up some Gen Xers to the need to start putting in place a retirement plan and consistently funding that plan. Some may not want to end up like their baby boomer parents who are forced to go back to work. Now keep in mind, not all baby boomers go back to work because they are struggling financially. Some want to stay active or have more social contact. At least that's what I've read in the past. I'm not sure I believe everyone who says that though. I think some want to save face because they don't want to admit they are struggling financially. Some want to remain stoic. I'll share an interesting bit of information from this article with you. The author said a leading concern among Gen Xers is the lack of savings, with 55% saying they wish they had saved more. Among that regretful group, the main obstacles to saving that they cited were daily expenses, credit card debt, and housing debt. Well, my friends, you can't go back in time and change the past. All you can do is put in place a plan now and see it through. And if it were me, I would seek assistance from a qualified professional in good standing who put my interests first and foremost. This leads me to the next bit of information that was interesting in this article. The author said only 35% of Gen Xers are currently working with a financial professional, compared to 46% of millennials and 54% of boomers. And 58% of Gen Xers do not have any written financial plans. Ladies and gentlemen, these percentages are concerning to me. I don't want to see more elderly people who are struggling financially in the future. I am tired of seeing tent cities and people living on sidewalks. It bothers me to read stories about people who froze to death in the winter. I hate hearing about elderly people who are forced to go back to work to afford their medication. It saddens me to read about retired people who can't afford to travel to see their children and grandchildren during the holidays. It is heartbreaking to hear about elderly people who are skipping meals or avoiding medical care because of their personal financial situations. This is reality for some elderly people here in America because they did not prepare for retirement. Social Security was never designed to replace someone's pre-retirement income. Some elderly people are finding this out the hard way. Some are doing their best just to survive. They aren't really living and enjoying all that life has to offer. All of this is happening in one of the greatest nations on earth. Getting back to the article, The author referenced another study from the National Institute on Retirement, which revealed that Gen X has the largest wealth gap. The top 25% has an average of $250,000, while the bottom quartile has around $35,000. In my opinion, neither is enough money. When applying the 4% rule to $250,000, that is only going to generate $10,000 per year, or $833.33 per month to live on, plus whatever you get from Social Security. For $35,000, it's even worse. When applying the 4% rule, that is only going to generate $1,400 per year, or $116.66 per month. That might cover the fuel for your car for the month if you don't drive a lot. Then you'll have to figure out a way to survive on Social Security. Good luck with that. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I wouldn't want to attempt it. I hope people in Generation X are able to step up their game when it comes to retirement savings. I hope they can realize some amazing gains in the market before they reach retirement age, so they stand a chance at retiring with financial security. That's what I want for everyone. Unfortunately, it isn't going to happen for everyone. There will always be the haves and the have-nots in this country. Which camp are you going to be in? Let me know in the comment section below. I read another interesting article today. This one was on foxbusiness.com, written by Lindsay Kornick, titled, "California Thieves Targeting Lego Stores for Black Market Deals, Lego Larceny." According to the author, Legos have apparently emerged as the latest hot target for California theft rings. Two suspects have allegedly stolen more than $100,000 worth of Lego merchandise from 6 different Southern California stores over the last 2 months. This gets worse though. The author said 2 suspects back in May broke through a glass door with a trash bag to steal minifigures. There was a getaway driver who assisted in the crime. Well, my friends, things are getting real here in America. Retail stores need to lock up underwear. Grocery stores are putting security tags on steaks in the meat aisle. And now there are smash and grabs going on to steal Legos. There are either some very desperate people or some very greedy people. It's unfortunate that crime sprees are disrupting society. Having been burglarized several years ago, I can tell you the police only have so many resources. Even though someone stole valuable personal property from me, the police detective was pulled off my case after a while because violent crime had to be prioritized. I'm not saying he wasn't helpful, because he certainly was. He had to follow orders from his superiors though. When I was burglarized, the detectives weren't able to get started working on my case for a few days because they were dealing with a shooting at Walmart, which had taken priority. This is the society that we all live in. Be careful out there. A few years ago, I had a man who was ready to fight me at the checkout aisle at Walmart because he said I was standing too close to his wife, who was paying for his handle of alcohol. I was simply putting items on the conveyor, which was completely empty. I was trying to be accommodating to the people behind me. Since the conveyor was empty, I wanted to start loading it up with my items in interest of time for everyone. This man didn't like that. This guy got really worked up and threatened to attack me. One of the Walmart employees in his vest watched it all go down. He told me not to go out into the parking lot because the guy might be waiting for me. I had to wonder why this guy was so on edge. Had he been fired at work that day? Had he not had any alcohol for a while? Had he just argued with his wife? Maybe this was just his demeanor and he hated the world and everyone in it. It's really hard to say. In some parts of America, it is like the Wild West these days. Please be careful out there. What do you think about all of this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.